Why, hello everyone, once again it is FilibusterFox, and today I am having a look at Dawngate, a new MOBA from EA Games, which is currently in very closed beta. Right now it's only running on Fridays, so I have a brief window in which to make this video, so I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to start out by going into a game by myself, just to show you the basics of the game before we get started on some real gameplay. Now you'll see there's a very limited selection of characters that you can play right now. I'm just going to go ahead and grab Nissa here. Now, for those of you familiar with League of Legends, you'll recognize some familiar things. Now, what I want to first discuss are the 4 roles you can select in Champions League. There's Gladiator, which specializes in killing minions. This is your typical AD carry role. You've got the Tactician, which is support. You gain gold passively by being near minions that are dying. The Hunter gives you bonuses for killing jungle creatures. And of course, Predator gives you bonuses for killing enemy shapers, is what they're called. With the jungle, you do extra damage to jungle creatures, blah blah blah. Predator, you gain bonus gold on kills or assists. I'm just going to go ahead Gladiator, and you can also choose your perks, which I don't have a whole lot of time to show, but like you can get power or defense or whatever you want to build. Now, there are fewer stats in this game, and I will go into the specifics very shortly here when we get into the game, and then the perks and all will make a lot more sense. Now, this game, if once again, if you play like League of Legends, should be somewhat familiar, and I'll rejoin you when we're in the full match. Okay, I just cut the video to make sure that it loaded okay. Now you'll see it's got a fantastic announcer voice here. Now I want to first discuss the item store here. The item store, the first thing you usually do in any MOBA is go ahead and buy your starting items. Now there are 6 starting items: life, resilience, will, power, time, and hunger. Each of these have their own advantages. Life, for example, gives you tankiness. Resilience gives you armor and magic resist sort of tankiness as opposed to flat health of life. Will gives you the magic resist. Resilience gives you the armor. Power is damage. It works for both ability power and attack damage if you play League, so that's both physical and magical damage. I'm going to go ahead and start with that and some potions. In addition, you have time, which is haste, which is like movement speed, and of course hunger, which is kind of like lifesteal or spell vamp. Now, there are some differences to note between this and League of Legends in the control scheme. They're very similar,
until minions spawn.
But you've got, of course, your B power, like in League of Legends, that Dota lacks. So you have Town Portal Scrolls in Dota instead. But your summoner spells are replaced with spells you get at level 1, 10, and 20. For example, you've got the familiar Blink spell, which is just like Flash and anything similar to that, and plenty of other options that you can select from offensive, defensive, or utility abilities. You also get your 4 standard Q, W, E, R abilities. The specifics vary depending on what champion you're playing, just like any other MOBA. So no point explaining too desperately on them. The character I'm playing right now has a branching blade which just bounces around and has your auto attack hit multiple targets. Now you'll see that QWER for your abilities, F is to place a ward. Oh, I get a ward too? Really? Okay, well the character I also has a squirrel as well as a ward. That's kind of nice. The squirrel will stand in the area you last explored, so that's kind of neat. Also uses focus instead of mana or anything like that. Now, as a gladiator, I get bonus gold for actually last hitting the minions. In addition, I get more bonus gold if I last hit them in a row, which I'm doing pretty poorly right now, if you give me a break. I'm trying to talk and last hit at the same time, and I'm not very good at multitasking. Oh god, that was wrong. See, I'm not even paying attention. I'm trying to think of what to say next. But as you hit more and more in succession, you get more gold built up. So it behooves you to focus on farming when you are a gladiator.
Teeth bared, you're free.
Meanwhile, the tactician, the support difficult grab, just gains gold passively when minions die nearby. Oh my goodness, I'm doing terribly. They gain gold passively, so you don't have to worry about last hitting or contributing at all. They can focus on poking. Support doesn't work quite like it does in League of Legends. You can basically support any way you like. You can be pure damage support, you can be a tanky support. Whatever you want to do, you can kind of do, and it'll work because you're getting a steady gold income. And you don't have to spend separate money on wards. Everyone gets 1 ward they can put in a bush on a timer. And, well, that's pretty much that. Now, to finish up our quick look, I'm just landing right now. This thing I'm attacking right here is a binding. It basically acts as a tower and an inhibitor, if you're familiar with League of Legends, or a barracks from Dota, along with the towers. The more you destroy, the stronger your lane minions are going to push. Therefore, it behooves you to kill those to gain more map control, as well as a harder pushing lane. The jungle is wide. You can see on the mini-map there that there are brighter colored ones, which will give nice buffs compared to the short, little dim mobs. Now, I'm going to have a look over here. You may be wondering what those lock symbols are. Those lock symbols are one of the 4 spirit wells that are the primary economy of the team. I'm going to stand right here and hit stop so I don't attack them. But you see these workers, these are generating income over time for these teams. Each team is getting 20 income per whatever. I'm not really sure what it's per, but they're getting that passively. And that's, well, I guess that's the number of workers they've got going, and every time they go you get a little more. And that's your only source of passive gold. So if I were to go over here and kill all their workers and just, you know, leave them without these guys generating that constant gold income, it's not going to go well for the other team. You can see I've got 24 workers to their 15 now. Excuse me. So it's kind of like StarCraft. You kill the enemy workers, you cripple their economy. They're only getting money from kills and minion kills. So that's an effective way to cripple your economy. Eventually they will unlock after a time period, and you can capture them so it generates workers for you instead. Controlling all 4 spirit wells is the easiest way to win the game. That'll give you a huge income boost, and pretty much any team, regardless of your past situation or your binding, if you control all 4 spirit wells, you're in a good place. It's not the end-all be-all, but it's certainly as close as you can get.
Fly true, Baraga.
That said, there's one giant buff here in the middle, which will give bonuses to the whole team, much like Baron Nashor from League of Legends. Hello there. What is your name? I don't know what his name is, but it's there in the middle. So that is the basic idea. The only thing to follow up on is once you've pushed through the 3 bindings in each of the 2 lanes, you get to the Dawngate, I suppose it is, and that's where this big nasty guy is. Not as good as if used, it would be on the other one. Can I see the other one? Yeah, I can. There we go. So this big nasty guy works kind of like a bullet hell boss fight, in that there will be patterns you have to dodge, and he actually fights to defend himself, kind of like the Minotaurs in Smite. So it makes for an interesting base push, as if you're not high level and prepared for this, and you push into their base, they could easily win a team fight against you with the help of the equivalent of their Nexus. So that is a quick primer on the basics of Dawngate. So we're going to go into a match here to show you more about the game and actual live experience. And here we are in the champion select of this random lobby that I've joined. I'm waiting to see what everyone's going to grab. We already have one tactician out, so I'm going to go ahead and put my preferred roles up there and see what people want to do. Amaranth is one of my main ones. We'll go ahead and just go Gladiator Nissa. You saw it before briefly in my previous section of this, but you go from there. So hopefully we'll have a nice balanced team. Freya could be in the jungle. 2 gladiators, 2 tacticians, and a jungler. So right now I'm set up as an AD carry basically. We've got a couple of supporty looking champs. I'm not sure if this is the new champion. I don't really know much about them. I'm not sure what these are actually called. Shapers, I guess they are. I call them champions.
Shaping,
because
armor, guns, and
I'm used to that. Let's go ahead and finalize my selection, the power gladiator setup here, and hopefully we'll have Mikela tactician. Okay, well I guess that can work. But anyways, we're about to go into the match here, so I will let you know very shortly what is going on. Okay, so I will join you right into the match. Alright, here we are in the match. I'm going to go ahead and grab my potions and power startup and start going off to one of these lanes. So I'm going to go top here, and hopefully the other AJ Banana Split is going bot, so that should be fine. and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and start up top here. Hopefully, we'll get see our jungler go to one of these two sides of the jungle. Let me get one of my guys in here. Actually, let's go ahead and do this.
A hunter's blind.
There we go. Okay, I've got my lane warded up. Looks like Freya is the jungler, and one of these guys is coming out.
30 seconds
AJ Banana
until
splits the
minions
other
spawn.
gladiator. Oh. No. Okay, there we go. So we don't actually want both of the gladiators top.
Have
So
spawned.
I'm gonna help start the jungle here for Freya. And
You are here to
I need
give
to
me a
pick my
hand,
spells tonight.
Petrus? Ugh,
GG.
I actually said that.
We are a long way from
Banana split, which way are you going? Okay. Got plenty of help there. Gonna sneak around this way so my squirrel doesn't leave the bush. See, we can see where they are because of that.
To the kill. Go!
Okay, so they've got Anissa as well on the other side, along with the paintbrush girl who throws balls of paint at you, who's a pretty standard support. And we'll go from here. You'll see as the game progresses how this works out.
Teeth bared. Death.
Now this guy needs to remember that I get gold for last hitting, and he gets gold for being near it since he's got Tactician. So he needs to stop trying to take my last hits.
Got to keep going.
Put my squirrel back in the bush.
Slay them. Rest easy.
One in the gallery.
Folks die too easy.
Mana isn't generally a concern in this game. The focus runs out a lot on Nissa, I found. But in most cases, the champions with mana and such don't really run out of them that much.
Knives out.
It won't stop.
Rest, small.
Flash of color.
So be it. Yes. On Altai's paws.
Take them in hand.
Fly true, Baraga.
Of course, running Fraps is making this a little frame rate laggy on me. Should probably have turned down at least one or two of the graphics settings, but that's fine. It'll do.
Go.
Death. Slay them.
Silence.
Gallery.
Oh, and the announcer is nice and helpful and announces when you're silenced, such like that, and whatnot. So this is basically the landing phase. Ideally, our jungler would be getting involved, trying to do some ganks, and my support seems to be figuring out the game pretty well. So that's good.
Teeth bared.
But there's not a lot to say when you're just farming in the landing phase. Not really able to get ahead and get the kills. Oh, man.
Wait.
Nice paintbrush, girl. She hit me with that nice and well. Didn't dodge in the slightest. Alright, good. My support's back, so we can get the action going once again. Hopefully he takes the hint and actually pokes. You need a poke, buddy. Poking is your job when you're the support. You harass them down while they carry farms. And go from there. Oh, shit. I may have accidentally flashed. And then walk back into the...
Slap them down.
Their numbers up. Flash of color. Quiet in the gallery.
First blood. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Don't tar dive that much, guys.
You have slain an enemy.
Face my foe.
An ally has been executed.
Well, it was just an execution, not actually a kill for
To
them.
the kill.
If that works.
Slay them.
Okay, I've got my ult now, which, if you played Sivir, is basically like a boomerang blade, but bigger.
On Altai's paws.
There's their jungler ganking my support. I can't get to him since he's on the wrong side.
You have been
Oh,
slain.
well, shouldn't have gone there anyways.
Enemy double kill.
So I'm gonna go ahead. Now you'll see
Enemy
with the item
killing
buying
spree.
that there's a path that you sort of go along. Each one has different specializations as you go. There you go. That'll do. And that certainly helps out.
I'm an abomination.
Alright, so I need to get back to lane before they hurt my binding too much. Let me use my speed buff to do so. So my abilities that I have on this are like that branching blade we talked about earlier that hits multiple targets. I've got a chase, which is a haste boost. That's, you know, in most cases, pretty brief. There we go. And my wing clip,
Your
which is
spirit well is under
a
attack.
area effect slow.
Your spirit well is under attack.
A hunter's blood.
Take them down.
Now you see they're attacking our spirit well, so we need to get there and stop it. Like yesterday.
On Altai's paws.
Silence. You have slain an enemy.
Cruise all you need.
Your spirit well is under attack. An enemy has been shut down.
There we go. Got 2 more kills for me, as well as saving the well. So, we've got our income still. And we got a froggy little guy looking to attack a little. But apparently, we're not really going to do anything about it. Oh wow, he's level 8.
An ally has been slain.
Can't do anything about it there.
Slay them.
Get over there.
Silenced.
Gallery.
Pinged a couple of times to warn Freya. Goes in not.
Binding is under attack.
What is he doing here? Ugh, get the camera under control. Get back to this. Get my scroll in here.
Fly through, Baraga.
Now, everyone gets a ward, as I said before, so everyone should ward. Where's he going? Just going to the same spot, says he flashed away. Okay. It's one way to do it.
Your binding is under attack.
Okay.
Stop them there.
To the kill. Free. So
Alright, there we go. Get nice and
An
pushed
ally
out.
has been
So,
slain.
basically,
An
I'm in a
enemy
noob match
has been
here,
slain.
but that's fine. Hopefully I'm getting a nice amount of farm compared to my opponents. Not really. course, I'm getting poked by their support, and I don't have any help, so...
Your binding is under attack.
So my current situation is less than ideal. I'd like to detail that.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
You know, hate.
Your binding is under attack.
Flash of color.
Get my consumption. 3 more potions. Oh, 4 more potions, apparently.
Enemy killing spree.
Their team seems a little bit more coordinated than mine, and this is not going to end well for us. Having a look at the scorecard here, we can see that the creep kills, deaths, and assists are all listed along with what everyone's building, what their summoners are, and what their items are, and whatnot. Unfortunately, it does not look good for my team.
Attack. Your spirit well is under attack.
That's something we're not going to be able to stop in the slightest, not just me and
Your spirit well
totally
is under attack. The enemy captured your spirit well. Silence.
Teeth bare.
An ally has been slain.
Dead.
Go. This guy's getting caught out.
An ally has been slain.
Nope, couldn't help him any.
On Altai's paws. Rest small.
Back out before they come gank me. Alright, so this is an example of how a match goes. Now, this is a poor example of a match. It's becoming more and more one-sided. But it is an example of a match nonetheless.
An enemy has been slain.
They die. We live.
Alright, good. We got that kill at least. Had to blow everything for it, but we got the kill.
Victim in hand.
Let's go ahead and use this healing potion a little.
Knives out.
Enemy killing spree.
And that is an example of bad.
Enemy double kill.
Another
Enemy is
example of
relentless.
bad on this team. It's hard to actually do a looks at video in a game that requires as much focus as a MOBA. So you'll have to forgive me for being relatively non-communicative. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. But, let's go ahead
An
and
enemy is
get owned.
relentless.
He's
Enemy double kill.
don't have the damage for it. He's
Enemy
getting too
is
fed.
dominating.
But yeah, so everyone, this is slowly going to be turning into a defeat here as they continue to push up. We still haven't gotten any of their bindings. They've got one of our spirit wells, so they get a larger and larger gold advantage as time passes. Not to mention they're getting more kills and assists and minion kills and whatnot. Fortunately, that's what happens when you play with people playing it for the first time, but that's how it goes.
Your spirit well is under attack. Your spirit well is under attack.
To the kill.
Your spirit well is under attack. An enemy has been slain. Allied double kill. Allied killing spree.
They die, we live. Slay them.
Your binding is
I'm
under
gonna go
attack.
take their thing. We'll do this.
Your binding has been destroyed.
At the very least, I'll hurt their economy. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to lock this on our team, since once it's captured, it's locked for a couple minutes. I
Your
don't know how
team
long.
has captured a spirit
Certainly
well.
not a pro player of this. Well, I'm pretty close. There's not a lot when it comes to
An
punches.
enemy binding has been destroyed.
No, run them this way. Run them this way.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Oh well, shit, too late now.
Go!
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Oh, couldn't get away from that. And their Nissa is
Your
fed.
spirit
I am
well
not.
is under attack.
Farm than me.
Your
She's
spirit
got a
well
lot
is
more
under
kills.
attack. Your spirit well is under
But yeah,
attack.
so they're handily winning this.
The enemy captured your
They
spirit
kill our
well. Your
workers
team
there.
has
We've at least got
captured
this one,
spirit well.
thankfully. But
Your binding is under attack.
I am an
Your
abomination.
spirit well is under attack. Your binding has been destroyed.
Stop them there! Return
yeah.
and
Your spirit
So,
well
that
is
said,
under attack.
their jungler was a fairly good jungler, I would say. He got nice and ahead in levels, especially compared to ours, who was behind. That's fine. There goes. Oh, I'm
Is
alive.
miraculous.
There I am commenting on what's going on. And should be fighting. Well, I'm here now, so if they can at least keep them from diving me, I can do some good damage.
Yes.
Your spirit well is under attack.
Just gotta get her closer.
Your binding is under attack. Your spirit well is under attack.
To the kill.
An enemy has been shut down. Your binding is under
Alright, so we
attack.
got the kill on that at least. Let's go ahead and ward that.
Your spirit well is under attack.
Dead.
And save the far spirit well, but we can push up a little. Which, honestly, isn't actually going to help in the slightest. Saw something go this way.
Your
there's a
spirit
Nissa in this
well
bush.
is under attack.
Knives out. Yes.
Take them in hand.
Silenced.
critics!
Your spirit well is under attack.
Wait.
You have slain an
Yep,
enemy.
I get out before they catch up.
Your
It's
spirit
chasing a
well
little harder
is
with the
under
30 frame
attack.
rate that Fraps is giving me occasionally.
On Altai's paws.
60 is nice, but 30's a little low.
Your spirit well is under attack.
Slap them down.
Alright, one more level up.
Take them in hand.
Oh, shit.
An enemy is miraculous.
Well, couldn't get away from that. All she sees miraculous, which is really bad.
An enemy.
Kind of expecting her to have gone bot to kill him,
Enemy
but
killing spree.
apparently she didn't need to.
Enemy double kill.
Yep.
An enemy is relentless.
That is not good. It may be a dead variant, though.
Enemy triple
Or not.
kill.
Or,
Enemy tetra kill.
oh my.
An enemy is astounding.
Well, Tetra.
Your
So
team has
hopefully
been
they'll push out, and this will
annihilated.
be the end of the game here soon. We should be at the point where we're able to surrender. I don't actually know how to surrender. There we go. That's the button I'm looking for.
Breathe.
Let me just surrender. Anytime now. This would be good. If not, we can see the boss fight, but pretty much this game is long over.
Your
There we
team
go.
has been defeated.
And that's it. It's dying.
I am going to bathe.
All right, everyone. This has been a quick look at Dawn.